Well, hello and welcome to Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. I am super excited to have you on with me on tonight. Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy is powered by CTR Media Network. And CTR Media Network is a platform for podcasters that are using various forms of streaming. And we are super excited to have you join us on tonight. Those of you that are tuning in on our Facebook page of Coffee Conversation, thank you so much. And we do want you to go ahead and share this out. And if you are tuning in from our YouTube channel, well, hey, how you doing? Thank you. Go ahead and subscribe so that whenever we do go live on our shows, you will be able to get the notification. And so we're super excited to have you on with us on tonight. Thank you for tuning in. We are in night 2. And this is our culminating conversation interview with the phenomenal, Kenyatta Powers-Rucker. And I'm taking myself off for a solo and bring these ladies forward. There they are. Hello. How are you again on this evening?
Hello.
Yes, indeed. I am super excited, you all. Listen, we're on the brink of celebrating these ladies. We've been together since December. Kenyatta and I have been streaming together and conversating and talking about the book that was anticipating on the release of Ladies in Tech, Changing the Face of Technology. And here we sit. And we're now leading right up to the summit that will be taking place this weekend in Townsend, Maryland. So while we're going ahead and we're going to do our intro one more time, and while we do that, we're going to come back and have a brief conversation with the visionary author herself, Kenyatta Powers-Rucker, and the visionary author, and along with these amazing, beautiful women, of the book that is called Ladies in Tech, Changing the Face of Technology. They are #1 and bestseller. Did you make international? Did you do the international too?
Not international.
I can go around. Okay.
Next time.
Yes, indeed. But yes, internet, they are #1 best-selling authors, made bestsellers and in 3 different categories, 4 categories. We'll talk about that, okay? But listen, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Go ahead and drop in. I always say, put about 5 of your friends, your female friends. Go ahead and put their names in there. And so tell them to come on over and join you in the conversation on Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. All right, guys, we'll be right back with you. Yes, and again, welcome to our Tuesday night broadcast of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. This is a special edition. We have been at the table with these fabulous women over the past couple of months. We started out in December speaking with the visionary author, none other than Kenyatta Powers-Rucker, who is known as the Lady in Tech. And we have been discussing the release of this book, Ladies in Tech, Volume 2, Changing the Face of Technology. And so here we are. They've had their bestseller campaign. hit the #1 bestseller list, and also in several categories. At this time, I want to, yes, come on, we're going to take the mic off. Tonight is our final night. Listen, ladies, you all have let me be on this journey with you, but let's unmute our mics and give yourselves a yah, raha, whatever we want to call it. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes. Congratulations, ladies.
You've done some magnificent work. It's been hard work, but you've done it. I congratulate you on your success. Kenyatta, you've done a fabulous job with bringing women. Listen, this is a stellar project, and congratulations to you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Come on and say hello to our audience.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Miss Sandy, for having us here. I feel like I'm part of the family now. Been involved with coffee conversations for so long now, and I certainly appreciate the support that you and your team give us. So we are delighted to talk to you tonight about our Ladies in Tech Volume 2, Changing the Face of Technology.
Yes, indeed. And we are excited to have the conversation. We had a great conversation last night. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And all the ladies brought the fire. Each person is unique in their perspective and in their perspective field, or in the field of technology. And help me, because I don't want to mess up anything. But tech is, it's big.
Yeah.
And so there's different compartments.
Correct.
Let's kind of talk about that. What are the various parts of technology?
Oh my goodness, there's so many. And I'm
Start with
fabulous, Miss Professor Timmy. Well, I am in leadership in tech at this point.
Okay.
So I haven't done any coding. I haven't done any workstation support, any of that in years. So right now it's more me being in leadership. But yeah, of course, we have project management, we have cybersecurity, we have software development, we have agile Scrum development. So there are so many engineering. There's so many different components of technology, and that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. Is that people think you get stuck in it and here you are and you have to do it for the rest of your life. No, absolutely you do not. There are so many different ways. If you don't like one way, guess what? There's about 70 others for you to try.
And as you're talking about, it's like different lanes. And I love your book cover and how you put it together, and the book is just fabulous. It really is. It's you've definitely brought you've turned our heads. You've caused us to turn our head toward paying attention. You and your authors, I congratulate you. You've allowed us that are not in, we may take technology for granted. Just for a simple thing of, the theme of our show, coffee. Okay, coffee conversations. Something so simple as putting a cup underneath the pot, and now you just stick it there and the coffee will come out. But just things that simple has evolved. And then you have the simplest of that, to me, is the simple thing. But then you have something as serious as cyber. How people's privacy has been invaded, and you all have tapped into that world to be able to educate us and to be able to help us stay safe. And that, I think, is phenomenal. I do want each of the ladies that are on with us tonight, again, welcome. As you all were coming through, I want you to go ahead and say hello to us. Hi, Mary. How you doing? I think I interviewed you before.
Yes. Hi. How's everyone doing today? Sorry, I'm on the road, so I don't have my background on today.
Canada. Hold on. Wait a minute. You're from Canada.
No. I'm not. I'm Dallas. I'm in Dallas.
Oh, in Dallas. Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. All right. I don't know why I thought you were Canada. Okay. But while you've got your mic open, go ahead and say hello. Let us know a little bit about you.
Absolutely. My name's Mary Austin. Just like you said, I've been in technology for 25 years. I started out as a coder, and I went into project management, and Now I'm doing technology strategies. So helping to create those roadmaps and future where technology takes the industries that I work with. So very excited to be here and looking forward to have the conversation today. I don't have coffee, but I have my juice.
I'm on mute there. And we have with us also, we have Lady Janae Jasmine Lincolns. Come on and say hello to us.
Hey everyone, how are you doing? Hi Miss Sandy, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for coming through again.
No
And we're
problem.
having this opportunity to share and talk. Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Thank you. So yes, my name is Janae Jasmine Lincolns. I am a PhD candidate in mechanical engineering at the University of Maryland at College Park. I'm also a human factors engineer at the Patuxent River Naval Air Station. And more so recently, I just been crowned International Miss Maryland 2024. So yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
My goodness, yes, indeed. And there's another layer that has been added. Well, congratulations. Absolutely. And we have the phenomenal lady. I learned so much about Miss Tammy, Professor Tammy, when she was here before. We're talking thousands of women connected. Yes, Professor Tammy Anukum. I'm go ahead. I'm not gonna mess up your name, but come on.
Yes, Akinwumi. Thank you, ma'am. Nice to be here.
Yes.
I feel I'm part of the family now, also with Kayeda. Thank you so much for always having me on book one, volume 1, volume 2, onto volume 20. Thank you so much. Yeah, my name.
Yes,
my
if
name
you
is
will
Temi.
go ahead and introduce yourself to us.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. My name is Temi Akinwumi, and I've been in tech for 3 decades now. I started off as a software engineer. I have my bachelor's in computer science, master's in software engineering, and also master in cybersecurity. Right now, I'm a PhD student as well. I'm about to finish up on my PhD in IT. I'm super excited to be here. I've been in mentoring in tech for more than 18 years. I have my 2 tech companies. One is a consulting company in Maryland, and one is an IT school. So I help people break into tech. Right now, I've mentored over 2,000 engineers into tech, and many awards from Congress, Senate, United Nations Award, and Maryland Governors Counties Award. We are CompTIA partner for tech, and we're Department of Labor approved apprenticeship for tech. So much I'm super excited about tech. Always love to give back and empower the community. I work on national critical project for the Pentagon, on which I have to kill you if I have to tell you kind of projects and so many projects like that. So I'm always excited to show people the road and to be a trailblazer for tech. So that's why I'm here today, to support the community as well.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Professor Tammy. Listen, I want to hop on over here to these comments. They are blowing us up over on Facebook, ladies. Lovey says, Janae Lincolns, I'm so very proud of you, she says. And we have Brandon, who's congratulates sweetheart Janae. And your co-author, friend, sister, yes, in the book is Sabrina Lowry. She says, "Good evening," and we're getting Claire Tinkerbell says, "Wow, Miss International." And there she goes again. Yes, indeed. Let's see what else we got going on. Technology strategist Mary, yes, Sabrina. So we got the hand claps and everybody. Y'all got some people in the audience, okay? So listen, thank you guys for tuning in. I do see that you're sharing it out, and we are super, super excited that you are here to support these phenomenal women of their contribution, again, of changing the face of technology. As I share a conversation with our visionary author, just to share a little bit about Kenyatta Powers-Rucker. She is known as the Lady in Tech, Chief Information Officer, 25 plus years of technology and leadership experience. She is a leadership coach, keynote speaker. I would even want to add global speaker, because she has spoken on global platforms virtually as well as in person. 5-time, now 6-time best-selling author, a 2-time visionary author of Ladies in Tech book Anthology Project, 2021 technically CTO of the Year. and featured in several magazines and articles, as well as a finalist in Women in Tech Leadership Awards. This particular project coming through at volume 1, I wanted to start with you, Kenyatta, if you can, the exception of that. Come on and share with us one, and then leading into two. What made you decide to bring this subject forward after being in the career for so long that you wanted to have other women share their stories? So we're talking about volume 1 first.
Wow. So volume 1, when I first started, I had been sharing my story, and I had heard from so many people like, you really need to put that in a book. And I'm like, the last thing in the world that I am is an author. Until I got the opportunity to be an author in several other anthologies. And I was in 3, and I said, look, I am not going to be in another anthology until I do my own of Ladies in Tech, of sharing my story and being able to have other ladies be able to share their story as well as my story needed to be heard. There were several other ladies that stories needed to be heard too. And so I wanted to be able to have the opportunity to help others in the field, right? If you're facing imposter syndrome, if you're wondering how to network and how to actually interview and how to negotiate a salary. So these are different things, resources that I didn't have of growing in my career. So that's why I wanted to share that in volume 1. In volume 2, I wanted to focus more on the author, more on the author itself, and highlighting who they are. Why did they get into tech? When did they get into tech? What is making them stay into tech? What are some of the challenges that have faced, and what are the challenges that they have overcome? So it was more, I wanted to make sure that we are heard. So we're thinking about changing the face. If you're highlighting and recognizing the author as a female author in the tech industry. So, and now when people think about a person in tech, they don't think about a woman. The last thing they think about is a woman being in tech. So I wanted to kind of change the norm a little bit and change the face of technology. It's not only being a man, but it's also being a woman. Technically changing the face of technology.
Yes. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. And so what we're going to do is hear from each of the ladies, their contribution to this particular volume 2 of Ladies in Tech. As we mentioned, is that Ladies in Tech 1 talks about sharing their expertise for a successful career. And as the visionary author just said to us, is that changing the face. So these ladies are going to do just that. Talk to you, bring you into their world. We started this conversation over a month ago. And so tonight, as we wrap up this journey together, we've been dancing here together for a few months. And they are right. They are part of the Coffee Conversation family. And I'm now part of their family. And I love it. So at this time, we're going to go ahead and let's see, who can we go ahead and start with? Y'all forgive me. I got some. Professor Tammy, let's go ahead and start with you. I will. Come on and share with us. You were in volume 1?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I was in volume 1. Yes,
1
ma'am.
and 2.
I
And
was
she
in
already
volume 1.
You're going to have 100.
I know, right? I was in volume 1 and also in volume 2 now. And here I'm discussing about the steps and the benefits of tech. Because most of the time people will be, because that's what I literally do every single day. I show people the steps to break into tech. Because many people want to break into tech, and people are telling you break into tech, but nobody's showing you what to do to break into tech. So now what I'm doing is to show people step by step how to break in, what to do. Because everybody can break into tech. You don't need to have a tech background. You don't need to have a college degree in tech to break into tech. But you have transferable skills to break into tech. So what are the transferable skills for you? There are soft skills and there are hard skills that you can use to break into tech. So all these things I was able to lay them down and show you, okay, these are the things you need, and these are the areas of tech which you can break into with these skills. How do you break into tech? to keep the job, grow on the job, and become a leader in tech. These are the things you need to do. So start from this step all the way down. And also, I also mentioned the benefits of tech. There are so many benefits in tech that you should get excited and get motivated to break into it. There are benefits of work-life balance. There's benefits in the resources, the salary requirement, and all of that. All those things are very important. So you can note that these are incentives. That gives you leverage and time to spend with family. You can work remotely, you can work anywhere you want, you can really move around as you need, you can plan your ahead, you can use your skills like your critical thinking, analytical reasoning, leadership skill, problem solving, negotiation. All those things are skills that you might already have to use to break into tech. And what are the things you need to do to break in step by step by step? So these are the things that I actually discuss on my parts of the project. So that we can lead people as many as possible to break into tech. Yes.
I love how you mentioned about the soft skills. So I'm looking over here. Yeah, the soft skills, and that individuals really truly don't have to have a degree, and you have. I would say, as a professor, you've got, as they say, the proof to show. You've got the numbers to show. And as they call it now, the receipts, Kenyatta. She got the receipts to show, okay?
That's right.
Yes. And so that is powerful. And now we're going to go ahead over to Mary, because I do understand you're traveling. So we want to make way and come on and talk to us about your contribution to Ladies in Tech, Changing the Face of Technology, Volume 2.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Yes. I know in my part of the book, I focused on my journey. We all have several, like they said, there's several ways to skin a cat, and it took me multiple paths to get to where I am today. So I shared my background, what I've done, how I did it, some of the challenges I faced along the way, how I overcame them, and also gave some advice on how to be resilient in going through that part. Because when some of us came into technology 25 years ago, you were always the first female in the room, the first Black person in the room, the first Black woman in the room. So some of that was very difficult to navigate, and we didn't have a roadmap to show us how to get there. So I kind of shared some of that on how I did it and how I got to where I am today in leadership roles that I've played from a varied perspective with multiple organizations, from healthcare to finance to gaming and entertainment. So yeah, it's been exciting and also challenging, and at the same time motivating and exciting. Just like you said in the beginning, there's so many parts in technology, and I've done almost every one of them. So wanted to share that with people so that if they want to follow in some of my footsteps, so they have some lesson learned that they can gravitate towards and also, learn from.
You're on mute,
Yeah.
Ms. Sandy.
Thank you. You piqued my interest, and you're kind of like, when y'all say stuff, I'm like, oh, that's a good spot for a question. And how you navigate through, help us, give us one tip that helped you navigate through, say, a challenge that you talk about in your chapter, how you navigated through that, to not give up.
Absolutely. How you navigate, I think our visionary author mentioned in the beginning, building a network. And I'll go a step further to say building a network and also having advocates that will advocate for you behind your back when you're not in the room. And because sometimes we focus on being that subject matter expert. Sometimes that doesn't get you a seat at the table, right? So having those advocates that speak on your behalf when you're not in the room and help lift you up is really key. And how do you do that? Is being very, very purposeful on how you drive those conversations and manage that network, that person that has shown interest that they want to support you, they want to be your voice, how you reach out to them, work with them, help them know that
Yeah.
when they have a special project, you raise your hand and say, I want to volunteer for that, and not wait to be called and say, come work on this project. Those are some of the things that I did to be able to open doors for me as as I went through my career trajectory. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one, but there's several, being passed over for promotion, right? When you get passed over for promotion, sometimes some people get demoralized and either, they become, what I said, passive in their career. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I work so hard, nobody looks at me anyway, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to ever be passive, right? You want to be proactive. And
Yeah.
the way I looked at it was, if that organization doesn't value what I bring, there's another organization that values me, and I'm going to pursue those opportunities that exist and see where it
Mm-hmm.
lands, it takes me. So
Yeah.
in my leadership, growing in my leadership, that's how I got there. Sometimes I had to leave the organization where I was and go
Yeah.
to a new one. And when I
Mm-hmm.
did that, I went a step, one or two steps above where I was.
Above where
So
you want
that's
to be.
exactly. And I continuously learn, right? In technology, you can never go obsolete.
Yeah.
Which means technology changes every 3 months, every six
Yeah.
months, especially now with where we are. So you have to continuously keep yourself abreast of what is out there so that when you're marketing yourself, you can market those new sets of skills. Like, as we mentioned earlier, so you have to stay current in your skill set and
Absolutely.
pivot into something that, if one area doesn't interest you, like we said earlier, there's is a whole landscape of opportunities. Pivot
Yeah.
to another one. We have
Yeah.
professor here. She has the tools to help you do that. Get on her website, figure out how to pivot to a new skill set so that you can grow and be able to advance yourself in technology. The sky is the limit. I always tell people that I mentor and
Yeah.
speak to. The sky is the limit to
Yeah.
what you can achieve.
So how did you meet Kenyatta?
I met Kenyatta via a second connection on LinkedIn that posted
Wow.
her yes. So to tell you, networking works. So LinkedIn is how we got connected, and when she advertised for the volume 2, again, just like I said, I raised my hand. I pinged her and I say, hey, I'm interested. Can you tell me the details? And she said, oh, we have a call coming up the next why don't you sign up to that call and you
Yeah.
find out the rest of the details. So the power of networking, we were not first degree connection on LinkedIn, we're second degree
Wow.
connection, but through that I was able to get to meet her, and she was so gracious to bring me into volume 2.
That is amazing. Janae, so power of networking. How is this for you? And go ahead, introduce yourself. And there's a couple of plethora of stuff I want you to do there. Introduce yourself, tell us about networking and how you connected with Kenyatta.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely start with that. So, how I met Miss Kenyatta. So, Maria Thorpe was one of the authors in Volume 1. And she's also my mentor down at the Patuxent River Naval Air Station. And so she actually invited me to the book talk for Volume 1. And so I was just like, oh my God, like, this is so cool. I need to be in the next one. So I think I sent Miss Kenyatta like an email or message, and I was like, low key, I was probably like harassing her, like, look, I need to be in this book for the next one.
I was about to say, was you stopping?
Lowest of keys. I feel like, so yeah, that's
great.
really how it came about. And so, ever since then, it's just been amazing journey thus far, just being surrounded by so many women that have just inspired me, just to, being, a better person, being, a woman in tech, learning from them. I'm learning as well. They've been in the industry, years. And so I'm new coming up. I wasn't going to say it like that. So I don't think I'm trying to take shots at y'all, but you guys have been in the industry longer than I have. And so, just learning tips from, success that you guys have done has really helped me as well. So.
That is amazing. And I would think they feel honored because we've talked about this over the few months that there's the various age or say your experience in this
Right.
field. Kenyatta, let's share about the young lady who the norm is women in technology for her. Can you tell that story to our audience?
Yes, one of my authors in volume 1, she worked with me and she didn't even know I was doing the book. And she saw me on LinkedIn. She saw it similar to Mary. She saw the announcement on LinkedIn. And when she started coming in and started talking about her story and telling us, she's like, yeah, I've been knowing Kenyatta. I just so happened to see her on LinkedIn. But me thinking about women being in tech because I'm a CIO, my deputy is a female CIO, female deputy CIO. So she was like, I'm looking at leadership and I'm thinking that women being in leadership is part of the norm. And that having a man it didn't seem to be normal for her. So when I thought about that, that thing stayed with me for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why not that be part of the norm? So we can change the face of technology of just thinking about that because she was kind of young and kind of new to the field and seeing us, she thought that was part of the norm. I said, you know what? We're going to make this a part of the norm. Exactly. Volume 2 is going to be a part of making this a part of the norm.
that right there was such a powerful story for you to share with our audience that there is a generation of young ladies that are already in the as they say, the power suit come through, the female. And then the man walks in like, what you doing?
Right.
But in all respect, but that is such an amazing story. And so each time I brought you on, and once I heard it, I said, the world needs to know about that. Little girls need to, mothers that are listening to our broadcast this evening, whether you're listening on our YouTube channel or you may be listening to the upload on our Spotify channel, just know that your daughter can one day be in this type of field. It is possible. And so I speak from a mother, sitting as a mother and wanting our daughters to dream big. Dream big. Those of you that are tuning in, listen, the audience, there's a couple of questions. Oh, we got some Q&A going on tonight. Lovey Adams, but thank you all for listening wherever you're listening to us from. Thank you. You could be anywhere else. But Lovey says, question for Janae. With your many educational talents, what or who inspired you to venture into technology?
Thank you, Miss Sandy, and shout out to my Aunt Lovey for sending it, watching. Great question. So growing up, I really didn't feel like I saw a lot of women in technology or engineering. My mother was a teacher, things like that. So my great uncle, actually, Robert William Lincolns, was a carpenter. And he built everything. He helped build my parents' house. He built our road. We live on, our own road, Lincoln's Road. And so just seeing that was, fun for me. And so I would follow him around since I was 8, until, high school. And I was building stuff. I was driving bobcats, bulldozers. I was in there, chainsaws on top of the roof, cutting down trees, doing everything.
She just said that she was riding the bobcat. Lord have mercy.
Look, I got pictures. Look, I do this. I do this every weekend. I was on the bobcat back at home this past weekend with my parents, hanging out with them. So yeah, he has the longest living sawmill. And so, we were cutting up 2x4s. I can eyeball it. I know what I'm doing. So that just was really the pinnacle of, for me, this is what I want to do. I want to, be an engineer. I want to be a scientist. I want to be, a physicist, whatever the case. I want to do stuff with my hands. I'm very, I'm skilled, with my hands. So I would love to do build stuff, whatever. And so that's really what, trajected me into that position. And then even more so now, like just being the change that you want to see. Even now still, we have so many, female engineers, scientists, whatever, that are trailblazing. And so just seeing that now is just, just coming full circle around to, what has inspired me. So thank you so much for that.
Yes, indeed. And listen, Tinkerbell, she started laughing. She said, "This conversation is very empowering. You all are amazing." And then we were laughing all together. She got the ha-has in there too. Yes, of the
shout out to Kara. We've been friends since college. We're going on our 10-year anniversary. So shout out to Kara Reese. That's my best friend. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. So listen, you all, we are, before these ladies begin to give you snippets of what you can expect, when you have, if you've purchased the Kindle version, you're going to have the opportunity to go ahead and get your actual physical copy. There's nothing like touching and feeling and flipping the pages and doing all of that good stuff. Okay. And then you can mark it and you can highlight it. And there's nothing like having that book in your hand. So we will be sharing how you can get the volume, if these authors may have volume 1 and 2, that you can get it as a bundle, or you can go ahead and purchase your, find out the information how you can get your copy of Ladies in Tech, Changing the Face of Technology, Volume 2. At this time, we're going to share our screen. We are powered by CTR Media Network. And at this time, we're going to hear from our CTR family, Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, and the information that we would like to share with you. So here we go. There is CTR Media Network, as you can see. And here we go.
Welcome to CTR Media Network, where we're revolutionizing the podcasting landscape. Are you an entrepreneur or podcaster searching for a platform to amplify your voice and message? Do you desire a way to establish yourself as the go-to authority in your niche without breaking the bank? Podcasters, are you on the hunt for a platform that not only offers unwavering support, but also provides expert podcast coaching, robust podcast promotion strategies, and invaluable insights into podcast monetization, all while ensuring you retain complete ownership of your content? Look no further. At CTR Media Network, we've got you covered. We have helped countless entrepreneurs and podcasters reach their goals over a period of time. At CTR Media Network, we're dedicated to nurturing both you and your brand. We specialize in helping podcasters and entrepreneurs grow. We're here to help you maximize your visibility and market share both online and offline. Our diverse podcast network spans across social media, 24/7 streaming online TV, Roku TV, radio, media outlets, podcasting platforms, and more, reaching an impressive 350 million households. But beyond numbers, we prioritize care, education, and assistance in realizing your dreams of making a positive impact on the world. Join us in this mission by allowing us to provide our platform for you to share your compelling podcast shows, engaging interviews, standout products, services, and impactful advertisements. Experience the difference with CTR Media Network, the network that genuinely cares about you, your journey, and treat you like family.
Yes, indeed. Treat you like family. And I can attest to that. CTR Media Network. We are in year 2 and we have grown tremendously. And it is because of being a part of the CTR Media Network that we're able to bring guest on our platform, our podcast that we stream live as well as audible, such as, again, I wanted to say Dr. Kenyatta Powers-Rucker, and along with these phenomenal authors. So our platform, if you would like to be a part of our platform as a guest or even as a sponsor, showcasing your business, then yes, reach out to us and simply go to www.ctrmedianetwork.com and reach out to us, and we'll be glad to share how we can serve you. Those of you that are in our audience, you are just y'all are amazing. Y'all are on fire tonight. I tell you, Grace Smallwood, excuse me. She says, thanks for sharing, ladies. then Tinkerbell, she said, "Oh yeah, thank you. You and I, we both were saying the same thing. There's nothing like having a book in your hand." Moderator and contributing author Sabrina Larry, who also is a podcaster. Ladies in Tech Volume 2, digital copy. She's got the Bentley over in the comments as well. And yes, thank you, Levy. We are having a great time tonight. I appreciate it. At this time, it is our chance to really hear from these ladies. And so, Kenyatta, before I do that, would you like to tell us what's about to happen this coming weekend?
I am super excited to talk about the Ladies in Tech Volume 2 book launch as well as Network Summit. And I purposely wanted to also make it a network summit because that's a big part of being Ladies in Tech. What we've been talking about this evening, right, is networking and how important it is. So there will be time set aside at the book launch for purposeful networking, wanting to make connections, wanting you never know who you might meet there, your next connection, your next boss, or your next mentor or mentee. So we are looking forward to the networking piece. So again, this Saturday, March 23rd in Towson, Maryland, from 12 o'clock to about 4 or 5 o'clock, we will have these phenomenal ladies, as you see here, as part of the tech panel. The panel will be asking and answering a lot of burning questions that some ladies may have that's in the tech industry. We have additional speakers that will be speaking about different levels of women empowerment and leadership and different things in the technology field. So we are excited to have everyone come aboard. The tickets are going fast. So if you are interested, you can definitely reach my website at KenyattaPowersRucker.com for a ticket. We'll also have giveaways. We have some phenomenal giveaways. And we also have vendors that will be on board. And of course, you can't have an event with not having some food, food, fun, and a live band from the Luxury Band will be planned for us as well. So it's exciting time for Saturday. So come on out this Saturday, March 23rd in Towson, Maryland.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And just audience, come on and meet me there. I will be attending. So those of you that have not ever met me and I've been on this screen here, I will be there sharing this fabulous, fabulous event with these ladies. I am super, super excited. So yes, we'll be a vendor and we're also going to be there to support as well as cheer them on this exciting, exciting celebration. And so I want to talk about, before you all begin to individually speak, about the bestseller experience. Okay, who is first time authors in the group that may be on here tonight? So yes, indeed. Okay, so come on and talk to me. Anybody want to share?
Oh, it's been very exciting. Actually had a birthday party for my husband this week, but the attention turned into me. I'm like, no, it's his birthday. It's like everybody, Amazon best-selling author, I was like, oh my God, it's my husband's birthday. Let's focus on his birthday. So it's been, family and friends, they've been, texting, reaching out and asking question, and I told them just get the book. So I have a lot of others, Kenyatta. We're gonna be selling a lot of books. So it's been quite a journey. I really wanted to experience it because I want to eventually. It was a snippet of my background. I want to actually write my own book that goes even more detail as to some of the, being in the field since the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. It's been quite a change in the landscape, a change in the leadership, a change in how we have grown through all of those challenges. So, and I want to be able to share in depth. So this was a snippet into that. And I learned a lot from, being part of volume 2 and seeing all of the activities that Kenyatta's put, the effort that, she's put into making sure that we had our stuff ready and delivered on time, and, the turnaround and the review process, all of those things, they've all been lesson learned that I've kind of mentally documented and looking forward to actually using all of the golden nuggets that I've learned through this process.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. The journey, the ride, enjoy it. It is amazing. It'll take you a minute before you come down. So
Exactly. Yes.
I wanted to add for Mary. Mary was probably the author that I could really tell she had a lot to say.
Yeah.
we had a word limit,
Yes.
I think she tripled the word count.
my first submission tripled the word count. Yes.
Baby, save some of that for your own book, okay?
Yep.
Save some of that for your book because it's coming. But yes, I can tell at that moment, I'm like, oh yes, these ladies have a lot to get off their chest that they need to put in these chapters. And I know that more books are coming from a lot of these ladies. So I'm excited about it. If this being the first step and being in being an author, of being in an anthology, it's definitely helped you understand the process, understanding the best-selling process, the pre-sale process, the book launch process, so this is definitely a great step to take into doing your own solo book for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, Janae, let's go ahead and start with you. We're going to step back, and if you will, go ahead and share with us what we can expect from you in your chapter.
Oh, thank you. So for my chapter, it's really just about, going through the journey in STEAM. I'm sharing, ways that I've been able to navigate challenges. And I entitled it the multidimensionality of technology, embracing that. And so I really feel that identify with myself as like a prism. I feel like when you look through a prism, there's so many different like colors, shapes, anything that you can see. And so I feel like that's really, what I'm representative of, because there's so many different layers to myself, and just being able to put some of that into the book, really has opened up a lot of doors for me, especially with Ms. Kenyatta saying, I want to write my own books. I do have a lot to say as well. And so I'm glad I was able to have this opportunity. But one thing I will mention is that in the book, I really talk about being your most authentic self. And I phrase it as don't adjust your crown. That's my nonprofit, my platform that I use. And so just really, it hits home for me. Because I felt like I was always changing myself to like fit in with the different spaces that I was, put into or navigating through. And then at one point I just stopped, and I was just like, I'm not going to continue to do this. Like, I need to be the best, most authentic Janae I can be. And ever since then, I've just been so much happier, just with myself and with all the things that have come my way, just opportunities and doors that have been open with that. And so even, last week I had to do a 3-minute thesis talk for my dissertation, and just sitting in the room, and I, sitting there, and I was looking around at everyone, and obviously, I'm the only Black woman in my department in mechanical engineering. And so I'm just looking around at everyone, and I'm just like, okay, like this is a thing. And so when I got up there and I started talking, I definitely, made sure I, grab their attention and let them know, I'm here. This is my space. I don't need a seat made for me. Like, I built my own seat. I'm here. And they know that. I made sure in my thesis talk that they knew that. So that's really what you can expect in my chapter, is really just being your most authentic self. So thank you. Yeah, I definitely am excited. I'm glad that the books are out. This is my first chapter. This is my first book. And there will be another book coming soon by Janae Jasmine Lincolns. I don't even know what it's going to be called yet, but I just know I'm gonna just read everyone, everyone is going to, just let them know, all the universities, academic hazing, just letting them know that this is not okay, and we're going to change it. And that's why I'm here, because I'm going to be that change.
Wow,
I always talk
that's
about
good.
change, and that's me. So I'm going to do that. So Yeah,
And
thank
we're
you.
going to look for it. We are going to keep an eye out for it for sure. And we have Professor Teme, if you will, come on and share with us your expertise, your contribution to this book. Okay. And we've got our pen and paper out because we know, yeah, you're gonna be talking. We already know.
Yeah, thank you so much. So my contribution to the book is, like I said before, showing all the steps to break into tech, knowing exactly what to do at what point. Because when you try to break into tech, there are things you need to do, like knowing what, doing your study to know exactly what area do you think you are interested, and then being able to, kind of itemize those steps. Okay, once you know exactly where you want to go, what you want to do, then you'll be able to start seeing your skill that you need to transfer to those areas. Maybe you need to do certain. Well, normally people will start looking at, okay, what certification do I need to take to break into this area of tech? Okay, but one thing I want people to know is that certification does not mean that you're going to get a job in tech. Okay, certification can always come later, but you need to have hands-on skill and also be able to go for some training program, like some boot camp, some training. That you're going to cybersecurity. Cybersecurity has so many, so many domains. Okay, we have like a lot of domains cybersecurity, but which courses which that you need to take to be able to break into those roles. You need to identify those things first, because you don't want to start going in a loop and then you arrive nowhere. So you start learning what are the courses I need to take, where exactly do I need to take the courses, and then how do I take maybe certifications for it? Can I have projects done for these courses? How do I put my resume together, my LinkedIn together? How do I need to start applying for job, mentor? All these things are very important to break into tech. These are the steps involved. What are the salary range requirement for this role I'm trying to apply for? How do I negotiate for the salary? How do I do study for that company that I need to apply for roles? What are the steps of the interview steps? Stuff like that. All these things are very important, so that as you are breaking into tech, the journeys are supposed to take you like maybe 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. It might take you a year or 3 years because you don't have any direction. You're all over the place. So, if you go through the ladies in tech and you really want to break into tech, the journey that will take you 6 years will actually take you like 6 months or less. So you should get the book. If you want trying to break into tech, you need to get it.
Yes, indeed. They do need to get the book. Since you mentioned that, go ahead, share with us how individuals can reach out to you if they would like to go ahead and each of the ladies, all of you will have that opportunity. We're going to go ahead, since Professor Tammy said that, we're going to pick right up with that. How can someone reach out to you if they're interested in knowing you and learning you and also purchasing the book from you?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So reach out to me. My website is myituniversity.com. myituniversity.com. You can schedule a call with me. I can spend like 30 minutes with you, show you exactly what to do to break into tech. You don't have to pay for consulting me. That's how I give back to the community. Reach out to me, schedule a call, and I'm going to show you this and this and this is what you need to do to break into tech. What area of tech you can. Once I know about your background, I will know what area of tech you might be the best to break into, and I'll show you what to do exactly to break into it. So I look forward to meeting a lot of people.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, indeed. And now we'll go ahead, Mary, as I see you all on the screen. Mary, and same thing, how someone can follow you, get information of who you are, and also maybe want to purchase the book from you.
Sure, you can find me on LinkedIn, Mary A. Austin. There, you can connect, follow, send me a message, and we can connect that way. I also have my own initiative called Empowerment Series with Mary, and that is the website, Empowerment Series with Mary.com. You can go through there to reach me, or you can find me on Facebook, same thing, Mary Austin. But definitely LinkedIn is the best way to reach me professionally to find out or ask any question.
Awesome. And if you will, thank you, Professor Tammy, for putting yours also um, in the comments as well. And if you will do the same, or you put it in the private chat, then I can upload it as well. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, great.
Absolutely.
Janae, if you will, come on. And you got some folks, y'all got folks in here that's just following you and loving on you. I appreciate Brandon Smith. Brandon, she just look at her, she just smiling.
Oh my
my
God.
goodness. She
That's
said,
my man or whatever, shout out to the Black men that always support the Black women. So shout out to my man.
yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I do too. This was awesome, Black women. I look forward to watching you grow in your journey right in this chapter, and I know you will make us all proud. I love you, sweetheart. Ah, yes, we love it. We do.
Yes,
okay.
thank you.
All right.
But yeah, so if you guys want to, reach out to me, I'm on LinkedIn, Janae Linkins. My website is jljconsulting.com. My Instagram, if you want to follow my pageant journey, it's Janae Linkins Crown Pageantry. If you want to follow my PhD journey, it's Janae Jasmine _PhD, and I'll put this all in the chat. Definitely have a lot of moving parts, and so hopefully you guys can get a chance to watch all parts of my journey. And my YouTube series will be coming out soon, so I'll put my little YouTube. Yeah, it's a lot. Like I just feel like I need a reality, like a TV crew following me around, because the amount of stuff that goes on,
I love her.
literally is crazy. Like I was talking about my thesis stuff. Like I would like even that like whole experience, like just having that. I just wish that was recorded to some. It was recorded, so I could probably post it. Because it's crazy the stuff that I get into.
Something right there that needed to be recorded. I love it. 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 Kara said YouTube. Wow. She said, "Yeah, go ahead." Okay. Let's see who's Kenyatta. Did you write in this one? I'm gonna pull up my copy.
I did. I did the introduction.
Yes, I am. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my. I have the Kindle version as well, and so I'm gonna be walking away. So you did the introduction, and I love how you ended my leadership journey to CIO. Leading with intention. Come on. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I wanted to. The introduction, leading with intention, is more sharing, first of all, what my thoughts were in trying to in implementing volume 2. Wanting to make sure that everyone was heard. Wanting to make sure that all the women had a place and to share their stories and to share their journeys. So it's really introducing the book and introducing the concept and, of what ladies can actually get out of the book. So that was more so of what's in the book, but I also, most of what you can reach from me is, I'm Kenyatta Powers-Rucker on all social media. So more on LinkedIn and Facebook, but Kenyatta Powers-Rucker everywhere on social media, as well as my website, KenyattaPowersRucker.com.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna get that in the comments as well, because I do have that. Well, we're excited, y'all. I don't know. I feel like there were once, as they say, the lights go out. This is it, but that's not true. These ladies will be coming back. Got some things I want to talk to them about, because y'all know that we do a Sunday night author read. And so what that looks like is that authors come on for about maybe 15, 20 minutes and just read their chapter or share snippets of their chapter in a point that you just sit back and you have a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, and listen to the author read. And we're looking forward to that. So that is a piece that we're going to present, and I would love for you all to come, and we'll schedule you out. And I think that would really, really be good. Yeah, we'll just, anyway, because I'm not ready to say goodbye.
Oh, it's not goodbye, Miss Sandy. It's see you later.
See you later.
See you later.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, Dr. Tina Ramsey always comes through giving us the support. I tell you, that's a CEO that is touchable, has an amazing network. And I'm telling you, for her to take time with her podcasters to come through and support, she's a podcaster herself as well. And her niche is homeschooling. And the thing that she talks about, the benefits of homeschooling your children. Dr. Tina, thank you so much. She says hello, but I know she's always in the background. She makes me look good. Her team makes us look good. And so I am so thankful to know that we have someone there. Does she ever sleep? I don't know, Dr. Tina, if you ever sleep. But anyway, thank you so much for coming through and supporting the ladies and supporting Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. Janelle said, I want to see what Janelle said. She said, this is an awesome shout out. Yeah, awesome shout out to black women. Okay, all right, I appreciate that. Yes, indeed, 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 indeed. Well, listen, as Kenyatta says, is that so long. I normally do yield back and allow our visionary authors to say something else that they may want to leave with you. And you did talk about your introduction. You all, we do again want to give homage to her husband, her children, her family in this, being a visionary of anything, whether it's a book, when you're a visionary, you think, you're thinking outside of the box. Okay.
Yes.
This particular thing, what we're talking about is books, but just being a visionary, period, and having people to grab what you're saying and grab your vision and say, I want to be a part of it. That speaks volumes. And Kenyatta certainly has leadership enough that we're just like, yes. When we
And
came
Sandy,
around,
I want to say
yeah,
something. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
oh, we can
Yeah, I
all
want to
feel
say
it.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just want to echo what you're saying, right?
yeah,
And she so timed it. And I'm going to say that to everyone. It's Women's Month, right? That
yeah,
everything came out in the Women's Month, and happy Women's Month to everyone out there listening to us and to all my co-authors. That is something that was strategically done, and it is so impactful. I've been on several women events this month, and every time I go, because of the best-selling author, on Amazon,
yes,
it
yes,
becomes part of the conversation in
yes,
those sections, right?
yes,
So I want to, on this call today, just say thank you, Kenyatta, for thinking about that and being so strategic that you timed the release to be in March, which is Women's Month. So that
Mhm.
alone, without all of the other activities that went on behind the scene, was really huge. For this book to come out at this particular month, that
Yeah.
women should be respected, appreciated and celebrated every minute of the day. But
Yeah.
for this particular month, for this book, thank you.
You are so welcome. I'm led
Yeah.
to ask Professor Tammy, you have your foundation, your group that you do with the women. You left an impact on us. You give us big numbers. You cause us to really think. You think like you should say 1,000. I want you to take this time now, speak to our audience about the lives that you are impacting yourself and the women that you're helping. To know that they are important. If you will, go ahead and take this time to share.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For many centuries, if I can say that, women have been left in the background. Women have been like pretty much left behind, like they're amount to nothing. And I've seen that in current times now, that a lot of times the women are not career women. So because of that, the husband think less of them. The husband, most of the time, will leave them with the children because they don't have a career. Can you imagine? And the women are left behind with nothing. And the men will walk out. Even today, it happens. So somebody called me like, she's tired, she's frustrated. The husband walked out of her. So this kind of women, when they come to me, I take them and I help them. I train them, I mentor them, I counsel them, and I remove the stress from them. And I do everything I can to put them in the program, wherever it is, and make sure they break in. And that has been a statement over and over again that what a man can do, a woman can do better. And it has happened many times. And many times the men will come back and apologize, but at least we have proven the statement that women should be taken care of. If you mentor a woman and you train a woman, you are training a whole nation, a whole generation, because they're going to give back. We are used to giving back. So that's what it is. So many women, they have been frustrated. So let's say people now that are already in their career, they are frustrated with their career. Some of people are, for example, are in nursing, pharmacy. They're tired. Even some of them are leaders, but they're tired of it because of COVID. They get burnout. I've taken a lot of these people, use their whatever their transferable skills. Some people are in leadership already, so I'm able to break into. For example, a particular lady was making 120. She broke into 200K in cybersecurity. Okay, and things like that. So even though we help men, because people are asking, what about the men? There are a lot of men too that I mentor, but I also mentor women specifically because we need to help the women break into tech and think not less of themselves, but let them know that the sky is that it's not even theirs. It's not even theirs. They are a limit for them. It's the starting point. The sky is their ladder to move to the unimaginable and the unbelievable. And I want all women out there that think less of themselves to think highly of themselves. Because whatever you're going to use in this life to achieve greatness, you already built into you. So you can only be less of what you are meant to be if you think less of yourself. So I want all the women here today, especially today, this Women History Month, to think highly of themselves, to carry their shoulder high, to carry themselves with confidence, and to know that you are standing on the shoulder of giants that already went ahead of you. Instead that you're breaking into tech or not, think highly of yourself because you are a queen, and a queen, nobody can stop a queen. A queen take authority. So take authority of your environment, take authority of your leadership, of the leader you are. See yourself as a leader and take charge, because a woman is always going to be a leader. Look at this world. Without a woman, this world will not be. Men cannot give back. You are here to birth. You are here with a womb to birth and to give back. So use that physical belonging that you have, which is your womb and your life, to give back and think highly of yourself, even in your career. Break into tech if you want. We're here to help you. And when you break into tech, be a mentor and give back to the community. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. I would be remiss if we did not acknowledge the forward author of this book. And she is Jamuki K. Dada. And she leaves this, and I think it's very fitting, Kenyatta, after hearing Professor Teme speak. She says, it's our time to shine. She says this in the book. And even when the low stats, there are more of us in the field today and a lot more coming tomorrow. Let's continue to change the face of technology and be what we needed when we first started. Be seen and heard to ensure that there are no more hidden figures. Oh, oh my gosh. Kenyatta, you've done it. Oh my. When you hear that, you all, those that are in the audience, you've got to get the book. Get the book. Meet us in Townsend, Maryland. Yes, this coming Saturday. We will be there sharing the excitement, celebrating with Kenyatta and all of the beautiful women that have contributed to this book. And there'll probably be some surprises and things that are, I know she's probably got some surprises for us, but lots of good food, networking, and coming and meet the authors, share. So listen, hop in whatever you need to do the party bus and the girls, and y'all travel. You're outside of Philadelphia, DC, Maryland. Come on. And if you like me, we're coming all the way from Mississippi, and I am so excited. I cannot wait to meet you guys. Kenyatta, you can go ahead. We're ready to wrap it up.
So,
we're ready to wrap it up.
And we're going to be excited to have you. So, Miss Sandy, being able to finally meet you in person is going to be awesome. So I just want to give a special thank you to all of our authors. I'm telling you, the more I hear from them, the more I hear their stories. Professor Timmy, like sometimes she'd be ready to have you in tears. So it is all the accomplishments that they have made, that they continue to make, that they are going to make. I'm excited to keep track of each of the authors and being able to stay in touch with each of them. So yes, their amazing stories are in this book. Please get the book. You have all of their contact information of where to get the book from. So this launch that is going to happen on Saturday is going to be absolutely amazing. You can come out and meet each of the authors. So it's exciting times for us. And I'm just excited to be here.
And we are excited and thankful that you all are here with us. Well, listen, I am Sandy Sanders. I'm the host and creator. We have had a fabulous time right here on Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy, where we are powered by CTR Media Network. I do thank you. Be sure to share this episode of Coffee Conversation out with your family, with your friends. Share it with a friend and you all watch it together. Oh yeah, you can. We're on YouTube, so you can sit on the couch and you can literally watch Coffee Conversation right from your TV. Okay, so listen, thank you for following us. We do love you, as I always say, and we just thank you so much for being a part of our audience. As always, I think I got one more comment here. Sabrina said, Kiana is a trailblazer and she deserves her flowers. Thank you for your awesome leadership. And that's how we're going to end our show on tonight. Listen, you guys, take care. And yes, you will see me live. I'm going to be coming live from the summit. Okay. All right, y'all take care. We will be ending our broadcast on tonight. So thank you guys. Y'all have a great evening. Stay with me in the green room, ladies, and we will see y'all soon.